These, just so you can see these are just what got was the 70.
In a matter of a year and a half to 2 years, you have picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases. You're on deferred for 2 felonies and now you've picked up a new case. I'm keeping you as close as I possibly can. 1 violation. It's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand me? Any more violations, your bond's now 15,002. Any more, it's going to hit the nubes. Do you understand? So I need to know how far from the work. Well, you guys talk, but I'm not going to take his word for it. I want proof for everything, where he's working, where the house is, how far the house is to his work, and then only on the days that he's working. And we're going to verify with your job that you're actually doing these hours. I'm not going to take your word for anything. Do you understand? No. We are going to do it. We're going to call the work because I'm not going to have, I want to make sure that we're calling and we're talking to the right person.
Right.
Do you understand? Any, this life is about proof. This is a court. We work on proof, not on gospel. Do you understand? We work to protect our city at all cost. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. With as much drama as we've had in the last year and a half, 1 false move, I'm going to go bananas. Do you understand? The only time I'm giving you is for work and nothing else. I need them to verify that you're actually working steadily for 13 hours a day. You were not allowed to go to 7-Eleven. You were not allowed to go to Burger King on the times when you're supposed to be working. It's home to work to home. Do you understand? Okay.
Lunch?
Well, you can obviously eat lunch. I mean, I'm not saying you can eat lunch, but
I don't know if I like this.
what did you have in mind?
60 days.
What is it?
60 days.
Hey, did we do a TRAS? I think that's the appropriate thing.
Just, treatment program that he's going through. He has a job, he works full time, so he's going to treatment programs between his work.
Tried it, been there, done that, been on probation, got another DWI while on probation.
He hasn't done the treatment program prior to this meeting.
He completed the DWI education course on February 27th of 2025, victim impact on February 20th, IOP on May 5th, and SOP on August 30th.
This right here is a slow plea to a felony offense. I'm not going to do it.
Well, it ends up in felony court, he's not the deal.
I'm trying to prevent him from ending up in felony court.
I don't think we're gonna have more problems out of this.
Don't believe it for a second. I'm amending your conditions to put you in a treatment facility because I think that's probably the most appropriate thing. Mr. Mayfield, you have continued to violate over and over and over. You're on probation for DWI. You pick up another DWI. While you're on bond for both, you continue to violate conditions. I'm not, this 20-day sentence is a literal slow plea to a felony offense. And I'm trying to prevent you from either killing someone or ending up with a felony DWI, because apparently the message has not gotten through.
Judge has no violation on this ground since we've been on it. Interlock violation is about interlock control. The violations you're looking at are technical, they're certain. He left an hour early their curfew, so he's down to the airport. He should have gotten an Uber, but he hasn't had any other violations as far as drinking is concerned.
All right, Karina.
Status is not gonna be an option for him. I don't, think he'll be able to do the job or support his family with that. That's why I continue to take care of 3 kids on their own while he's there in a treatment facility. And he's already taken steps to put himself in a treatment facility, which is outpatient for the people who live work and support his family. This will be detrimental to him as he goes into society.
Yeah, all right.
His wife is actually there today. They have 3 small children under the ages of 10.
Which scares me even more because of all this stuff that we have here since 22, all these cases, all these issues, and he's got 3 young kids. How many times have the kids been in the car when we've had all these issues? That to me is so much scarier because the just
His responsibility.
let me do this. Let me talk to them. I don't think that this is an appropriate plea. I don't. I'm sorry. I think we're setting him up and setting everyone up for failure.
Been feel for a long time, and I think some of you are not going to be able to go.
I don't believe it. I don't. I know that you're saying that, but evidence everywhere looks to the contrary.
Send a lot of people, and this is one that I'm shocked even picked up the case. So he has taken steps. I think he was going through.
Lita, let's do this. Can I help them out so they don't have to wait any longer? And then we'll come back and talk, please. Do you have to go?
I do. I'm having.
Okay, then go. We can tomorrow or the next day,
I'll be in another county tomorrow, so
Friday?
it will hopefully be on Monday, guys.
Okay, but I'm telling you now,
What can we do to change the mind?
nothing. I don't think anything. I mean,
And normally I would agree with the addict, but in this situation, it would do more for his family than really behind on the addict.
this is what he needs to think about when he's out there in the free world, right? And when you're on bond for a DWI, you pick up another DWI. These are the things that you think about, not when you're in jail and everybody's, you know?
Alcohol.
Yeah.
No violations.
Okay. Mr. Anderson, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. There's a protective order that has been issued and you need to get to know it. If you do something to violate this protective order, they will file additional charges against you, a violation of a protective order, and that is one of the worst misdemeanors that you can pick up. Do you understand? You're not to have any contact with this person whatsoever. I don't care if she calls you. If she calls you, hang up. If she texts you, do not reply. If she comes to your house, don't answer the door. You're the one that's going to go to jail, and this is not a revolving door. You will not get PR bond after PR bond. Do you understand? How old are you, sir? How do you support yourself? Okay. It is time for you to get a job. J-O-B. I am now making that a condition. You don't get to just sit at home and do nothing all day while everybody else is paying for you. You need to get a job, to do something with your time, because otherwise life tends to get self-destructive. You hang out with the wrong people, you pick up new cases. You are now 19 and on number 1, 2, 3. No more. Do you understand? So appoint a lawyer, please, and then back in 2 weeks for a job.
Yes.
When you come back in 2 weeks, I want to see 20 to 30 applications filled out, and I want proof, not spoken word. Do you understand me? If you haven't done anything, it's not going to go well between us. No, Mr. Ortiz, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. Even after you die, it's still there. This is important because every time you get pulled over Officers will see this. If you smell like alcohol, if you smell like dope, and they see a prior DWI, what's gonna possibly happen?
They would arrest me.
For the rest of your life, if you have even a sip of alcohol, don't get into a car because it is a huge risk. Do you understand? We want our streets safe. We're not asking for much. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. It will stay there forever. From now on, it is a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand? There are no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. I have to suspend your license. I will do it for the minimum, which is 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck. Or how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty, follow the agreement, sentence you to it. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, fines.
He counted them out loud. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 23. 23 prior entries on a criminal record, read aloud in open court before this woman was told that despite all of it, despite every single one, she was going to walk out of that courtroom today because the felony charge upstairs was being dismissed. That is the kind of morning Judge Fleischer had. Earlier, a defense attorney came to the bench with a deal. 20 days in jail for a man who was already out on bond for a DWI when he went out and picked up another DWI. The judge looked at the number, looked at the record, and said no. Not because 20 days was too few, because he had seen where this road ends, and he was not willing to sign his name to a document that he believed was setting someone up for a felony courtroom. His exact words, a slow plea to a felony offense. His message to the attorney was just as direct. I don't believe it for a second. He ordered treatment instead. And then there was the 19-year-old with no job, no plan, and 3 cases already open before he could legally rent a car. The judge did not lecture him about responsibility in the abstract. He made it a legal condition. 20 to 30 job applications. Documented proof. 2 weeks. JOB. There are judges who process paperwork, and there are judges who are genuinely trying to change what happens next. This courtroom, on this morning, was run by the second kind. Whether it works is a harder question, but watching it, you understand exactly what he is trying to do. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns, because justice never gets old.